Who is the greatest one-hit wonder of all time? Turn Up the Radio by Autograph. It never made top 10 but it's still playing to this day. And probably one of the best songs of its genre. Biggest one was in the year 2525 by Zager and Evans. https://www. YouTube.com/watch. V equals is 2 kmeek https://www. YouTube.com/watch. V equals is 2 kmeek. Number 1 on Billboard for 6 weeks and has sold over 10 million copies to date. 6 Underground Sneaker Pimps. They have a lot of music but I don't think they had any other big hits. Maybe Spin Spin Sugar. I have listened to 6 Underground consistently since it came out 25 plus years ago and am still not tired of it. Baha Men with Who Let the Dogs Out ? And Quat. Defined a generation of permanent cripples. Failed seekers. Who never understood the essential old mystic fallacy of the acid culture, the desperate assumption that somebody, or at least some force, is tending the light at the end of the tunnel. You only get what you give by the New Radicals. One of the best hooky choruses and final codas ever, fashion shoots with Beck and Hansen. Courtney Love and Marilyn Manson ! And Quat. Israel Kamaka Vivo Ole. He has other music. But if we're talking a singular solid-ass song that achieved infamy, that's my choice. Starland Vocal Band. Pretty much everybody can sing along with Afternoon Delight. Their single number 1 hit song. Even though it came out 47 years ago. In 1976. They won 2 Grammys in 1977, Best New Artist. And Best Arrangement for Voices. Name another song of theirs. Yeah. Didn't think so. Who is the worst kind of person to be sat next to on a long flight? Not being cruel but this happened to me. Autistic person with spastic CP. I felt for the guy but the constant slamming against the seat and yelling were a bit much for me. I worked with autistic adults for 30 years so I smiled and did not complain but think the staff should have researched a handicapped seat or harness for the man. The worst person I've ever sat next to decided to cut a sandwich with chopsticks. Took them a solid 4 minutes of sawing while elbowing me to get through it. For being a small person they somehow managed to be constantly in my personal space and later on cried and screamed like a child when the flight attendant took their drink from them due to rough turbulence. I stayed on the flight at the connection and the flight attendant came up after she had gotten off the plane and apologized to me. I am totally okay understanding that you can't completely control when a baby cries. What you can control is how you're reacting to it. I've seen awful parents on planes who will bitch and nag at their own child for crying. Saying stuff like, "Oh my god, please just stop. Shut up. Why are you even crying, bro? You chose to have this baby. You chose to bring them on a plane." I doubt being angry with them will make them calm down. Kind parents who softly shush and comfort their crying child are way better than bullying parents. Second worst is someone who disregards hygiene before jumping on board. Someone who's constantly trying to talk to me. Especially if we are total strangers to each other. Yeah. I get it. We share this plane for the next couple of hours. But I'm not here to talk. I'm here because I want to travel. And usually travel times are times when I want to be left alone. Also I already plan to read or listen to music or watch a movie. So my time on the plane is already planned out days ago. Day fall asleep within a few minutes of reading a book? No, it keeps me awake. If I don't fall asleep, squirrel brain takes over and I get distracted. It's a shame. I want to read but shiny. It means you're sleepy. Or overstimulated. It activates a different part of the brain and your body starts to wind down. Sometimes my eyes get heavy and I can't keep them open. However, there have also been some times that the plot was so gripping and my mind was so intently focused and my adrenaline was going to where the book kept me awake and I've stayed up exceptionally late because I just couldn't put the book down. Started happening to me as well some time ago. Actually turns out I needed glasses. After getting a pair of reading glasses. I rarely get sleepy when reading. What is your favorite thing about yourself? I have the reputation near my friends and family to be incredibly good in any type of fashion and having a great sense of fashion. Especially with clothes that ain't really common. I'm almost avant-gardist at some point. I once joked I'm like Marilyn. A potatoes bag and I'm still sexy. Many people agreed with that. My ability to face hardships or things outside of my control. I am a very strong lady. That and my killer sense of humor. I'm hysterical and I know it. Which makes me confident on most occasions. I would say overall I'm very confident in who I am. I don't ever feel the need to be the most beautiful woman in any room, not saying I'm not attractive. Because I am well aware that I am a pretty girl. But by gosh I'll be the funniest woman in most rooms. And I can talk to anyone, absolutely anyone, no problem. I am empathetic and trustworthy. I think this enhances my overall attractiveness. One of the things I really love and value about myself is my loyalty. Once I'm somebody's friend, I'm aiming to be their friend for life. As long as the other person wants to, I will hold on to them. Invest into the friendship and work to make it last. I'll always make time to meet up. Help and listen to my friends when in need and make the effort to text and initiate plans. I'm naturally witty. I could never be funny consistently enough to be the class clown or comedian. But my one-liners and observational comedy are pretty well-honed skills at this point. Also my sweat smells fruity. I say pears. My BF says peaches. Some others have said apples or mangoes. I'm not diabetic or pre-diabetic. So I have no idea why. But I like it.